What's up, guys? So what we have today is a seriously roughed up Alice pack, and I'm actually wondering whether I should repair it or sell it off for parts. Now, I knew the pack was a little bit beat up, but I didn't really quite expect just how much, and you'll see in a second. However, the good thing is that it was fairly cheap. I paid $30 for this pack, and with shipping $36. The thing is, I'm pretty sure I can sell the frame and suspension system for at least that. So should I decide to sell it off, I think I may actually make more money selling individual parts as they are. Now, the frame is in really good condition. Perfectly straight, just a little rusty in certain bits. But other than that, it is in really good condition, guys. The frame is in excellent condition. And that's the main thing that I needed from this setup anyway. The shoulder pads are in really good condition as well, strangely enough. The kidney pad is definitely worn, definitely a little beat up, a little wonky, but it functions, and it has the buckle to secure it with, which is always nice. But let's get to the other side. This is where the real issues start. Now, as you can see right away, it's missing the straps. Now, what is up with people cutting the straps? I seriously don't get it. They seem to jerry-rig other ways to keep the pack tight, but I mean, is this really how people do this? And the previous owner used this in French Guiana, so man, I mean, looks like some attempt was made here to make a Fastex buckle fit, but this is like smaller, so they actually cut the webbing. Oh my days, look at that. Poor Alice pack, poor Alice pack. And that's for the center pocket. The two other pockets have the female end of the buckle, but don't have the strap. And wow, this is seriously beat up. I just noticed this now. And here, same thing, has the buckle, but no male end and no strap, which is a real shame. And ultimately, these straps have been severed so close in there, like that they just don't provide any lips. Barely anything here. At least there's something, but it's barely anything to do that I can work with. And here, there's nothing at all. So it's just a real shame, man. A real shame for the pack. I'm actually contemplating like what to do about this pack. Simply because if I repair it, is it even worth it? Is it even worth the hassle? Worth spending money on this? I don't know. I'd probably end up losing out. Now, I've got a set of straps that I can use to replace. You know, they'd have to be sewn onto the actual pack. But do I want to sacrifice a good set of straps for a seriously beat up Alice pack as it is? The real issue and the real expense would be the buckles for the pouches. And I was thinking to myself, what could I do there? Now, I seen a video on YouTube where a guy basically put surface mount buckles on his Alice pack. If you're not familiar with surface mount buckles, these are the ones. And I just so happen to have 3 of these because I needed. I purchased a set of 4 that I only needed for this spare part to repair pouch with, but I've got 3 more of these. 3 more. So I'm thinking to myself, I could possibly use these, and this pack, like, I'm not sure what else I could do, other than play around. And if I poke a few holes through this pack, I won't, regret it at the end of the day. And I could just have some fun with it, basically, without it costing me too much, and just experiment, see how the surface mount buckles would work on here. That's my thought process, at least. But that would entail that the fact that I still need to find a strip of webbing in order to secure the surface mount buckle. Obviously, what I'd have to do is unstitch the buttons here. Those are going to be useless. These, now, I don't know if this is long enough, if this strip of webbing is long enough, but I could unstitch this and see whether or not it would be alright, for the surface mount buckle. Otherwise, I have some webbing that I could use, but it wouldn't be original Alice webbing, and if I can, I would like to stick to original Alice webbing, if at all possible, just because otherwise it's going to look like a bit of a hack job. And that's kind of the problem with this pack, that everything, every mod, every repair job that I'd need to do would still inevitably look like a repair job. It wouldn't look very original, and it wouldn't have the original webbing or anything like that. So if after all that effort I end up losing out on the resale, that would be quite stupid of me to just pursue this project. But for the time being, I figured I should either put it up for sale and just, sometimes someone needs a beat up Alice pack for their own projects. They don't necessarily need a fully repaired pack. So I'm thinking to myself, I could put it up for sale as it is, and then if I feel like it, start playing around with it. Obviously, unless I sell it and get some good money for it, in which case it's probably better to just cut my losses and get rid of this pack, just because, wow guys, this is a seriously beat up Alice, and it would require a lot of repair jobs, a lot of tiny little repair jobs that, as long as I can do myself, like the surface mount buckles, I can poke a few holes there, or melt rather a few holes, and I could probably do that myself. But then having the webbing sewn in order to secure the male end of the buckle, that's an extra cost. Having the 2 extra straps, an added cost. So plus, like I mentioned, I would sacrifice 2 really good straps for a pack that's already pretty beat up. It's already in pretty bad shape. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. I mean, look at down here, guys. Look at the webbing. Wow. This is so bad. And look at these guys, man. I can't believe they actually go through the jungle in French Guiana with stuff like that. I'm assuming the guy was military, or former military, or anyway, the guy who sold it to me. But yeah, poor pack. That's all I can say. This pack is just severely beat up. What do you guys think? Should I just sell it? Or, at least put it up for sale and see if anyone actually wants it out there? Or should I put the time and effort into repairing it? The thing about it is, why I'm tempted to repair it is simply because I have these buckles. These surface mount buckles. Had I not had these, I would have definitely not even considered this as a repair job, just because, it just takes too much effort, too much money to repair something that isn't in the greatest of shape. I mean, other than this massive hole here, I don't see any other rips or tears on the pack. So the pack is in okay condition, just a little shabby, as you can see, a little bit dirty. Nothing to worry about too much. Other than that, it's just a standard large Alice. The inside of the lid is completely flaked off, so I wouldn't even need to. I would need to do something about this if I decide to keep it, but I'd probably end up repairing the pack as best I could and then just selling it off anyway, just because I already have enough large Alice packs. I really feel in this case that it's not worth my time and effort and money, most importantly. If I can use a few of these, and find a use for them, that would be cool. But again, I'd have to first go to the tailors and ask them, how much would it be to sew a strip of webbing in place of this webbing here for all 3 pouches, plus the 2 straps? I'd have to ask how much that would cost and see whether or not this is even a project worth pursuing. So what can I say, guys? Enough of me rambling. I'll let you know what happens to this pack. But for the time being, this is potentially the plan. If I do end up repairing it, it would feature surface mount buckles for a change. At least for the pouches. And then I'd have to figure out something for the straps and buckles down here. The problem with the fact that it's lacking a set of straps is that all the straps that I have are just not long enough. So I would inevitably still need to upgrade it to the buckle mod in order to, say, feed an extra strip of webbing from the bottom and have, like I normally do, for my other Alice packs. But in this case, it would have to be a little bit longer, just to make up for the fact that, I'd end up, how to explain it? I have to make up for the fact that the straps that are going to be sewn on here aren't long enough, to really cover the entire span of the pack. It would end up being, a strip of webbing here, and then most of the length of the pack would be covered by the other straps sewn up here, and they would kind of join at the bottom third, up here with the Fastix buckle. So that's about it, guys. Just a quick overview on this severely beat up Alice pack. But again, do I want to pursue this project? Who knows? We'll see how much it costs, and I'll keep you posted. So thanks for watching, and as always, see you on the next one.